Hello, dear ones. Happy spring equinox to everyone. Wow, the equinox. The goddess of Ostara, reminding us that it's always darkest before dawn, and then there is spring, new life, a new awakening, a new light. Nature has come out of her time of deep rest and introspection and healing. Humans are coming out of the time of going inwards. Awakening to new life, to new consciousness. And this year, on this equinox, we stay even longer in the time of introspection and going inwards, and that's beautiful. Because I think I can speak for many when I say that we don't do that enough, many of us. So this year we get the beautiful chance to do it longer than it's maybe usually the case for some. And the equinox is about finding the balance within, the balance in the outside. The balance between dualities, polarities, the yin and the yang. Everything exists in this universe in duality, darkness and light. Male and female. So about the aspect of the male and female energies, I find it very interesting what the crown chakra activation virus can teach us about the male and the female energies within us and in our lives, and how we see them manifested and being represented as a mirror from the inner energies we carry inside of us, because each one of us has male and female energies inside, right? So I heard a very interesting talk from dear brother Kai Pacha, Astrology for the Soul, in his weekly astrology report, and he talks a lot about now many planets being in Capricorn. And Capricorn really stands for a lot of male energy in terms of organizing things, doing things in a direct way, being really responsible, going forward, and really doing a lot of work, you know. Really being behind and doing what we stand for and getting things done and putting things into practice. And it's a lot about work, business, and the role we play in society, like the role we take upon ourselves and how we want to be seen by others. And then there is also a lot of planets right now in Cancer, which is the feminine, or is a very feminine sign, sensitive, vulnerable, the home, the family, the mother, caring, being maybe a bit more introvert. And I feel in this time where many of us are so vulnerable and the whole planet and what's going on is so in such a vulnerable state, it shows a lot of humanity, because being vulnerable brings us back to being humans. The more vulnerable we are, the more we show our strength, that there is strength in being vulnerable, the more we actually become human. And so many have gone so far away from this and see vulnerability as a weakness, and we feel we have to be strong all the time, prove something all the time. This dominant male energy is really taking over in this world nowadays, that so many of us also suffer from, because we are sensitive. Many of us are highly sensitive. So the owl is saying aho. Buho Blanco, snow owl, white owl. Yesterday my friend told me, Elena, you need to say what Buho Blanco means. Not everybody speaks Spanish, so there you go. So we are talking a lot about the dawning of Aquarius, now the age of Aquarius. So what does it mean, Aquarius? Because speaking of astrology, you know, Aquarius is the revolucer, the person who makes things differently, that doesn't go by norm, breaking out of old systems, creating something new, going against things, going in rebellion, which is so great in so many ways. And this is why we're experiencing such an awakening, like for already some years now, and we're really seeing that things are being done differently. More and more people stand up for their rights, speak the truth, don't follow blindly authorities, no. But then there is like a counterpart, I feel like. One of the consequences of this is that we have a lot of narcissism in this world. A lot of people who really show a very selfish side, a lot of exploitation of resources, of Mother Nature, a lot of growing and being bigger, better, not looking left and right, not looking to our neighbor, not taking care of the planet, of our hearts, of people's souls, of people's vulnerability and sensitivity. And there's so much greed in capitalism of nowadays, and we see it until the very, very smallest fractal, when people buy so much toilet paper that there is not enough for their neighbor, no? So it's like, yes, we are Aquarius, we are going our way now, but let's also be careful that we don't have too much male energy, too much going our way. Let's also become soft and not forget the female aspect, the sacred feminine. What does it mean to become soft and giving and reflecting and observing, slowing down, finding strength in our softness, taking care of one another, more togetherness, less competition. That's what I pray for in the sisterhood, and also with the brothers and in the global community. Let's all pray for more togetherness. In those days, more than ever, we need it. We might be separated physically, but we feel so connected, and many of us feel so connected as never before right now when I talk to friends and family. So let us come back to the female principles of giving unconditionally, of being one with the great mother, the great nurturer, and just really, really trying to embody these attributes in ourselves, and really, really finding a balance between the masculine, because we need it and we love it, and the feminine, because we need it so much for the healing. The feminine energy is healing this world. And so as we have equinox and equal time of day and night, let's really remember to come back into our balance and into the balance of these polarities and these two beautiful energies, so we can become one and whole and really have the reunion between Shiva and Shakti. And then we are one whole inside of ourselves, without even needing the opposite sex, the opposite outside of ourselves that we constantly all look for, but instead finding it within us and then carrying it out into this world that needs so much the healing through the feminine. And I don't mean through women, I mean through the feminine in each one of us. And there is nothing more sexy and beautiful than feminine in men, the feminine energy in men, and men who can show their vulnerability and the weakness and say, this is hard for me, this makes me sad, I fail at this, I'm sad about this. I find that so attractive, and I know that I speak for many women right now, so just a little tip. Okay, so another song for today. A spring song. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, morn of the one light, Eden so plain. Praise with elation, praise with elation, praise every morning. God's recreation of the new day. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden so plain. Praise with elation, praise every morning. God's recreation of the new day. Happy equinox, happy Ostara.